Today I'm sharing 40 popular things that a lot of people own today, but I don't. The first one is the famous Stanley Cup. If you guys don't know the Stanley Cup, you might be living under a rock, but this Stanley Cup has been very popular, especially over on TikTok. Basically, it's an insulated water bottle that everyone has been loving and buying lately, and I'm not jumping onto that Stanley Cup trend. I have my favorite reusable water bottle right here, which is just a hydro flask. I bought this several years ago, and even though it's a little beat up, you can see here on the bottom, it still does its job. It keeps my water nice and cold, just like how I want it, and I really don't need to buy another Stanley Cup or a hydro flask or any kind of reusable bottle like that. I see some of the arguments people make with the Stanley Cups is that besides it being aesthetically pleasing and very popular, many people say that they like it because it fits in their car cup holder. However, I don't have any issues with my hydro flask. Mine fits perfectly in my cup holder, so I don't know if my review is biased on that because it fits, but I know a lot of people are buying it because of that reason. Number 2 is the Touchland hand sanitizer. This is also another very popular product on TikTok that I've seen that a lot of people have, and it's pretty small, pretty cute, but there's nothing special about it. I have my own regular 99-cent little hand sanitizer. I think it's just like the generic brand Germex or something, and that's what works for me. I don't need to buy something that everybody's using right now, even though a lot of people right now are just loving the Touchland hand sanitizer spray. Also, that little hand sanitizer spray is about like this big, and it's like $10. I can get something with a lot more product that does the same thing for a 99 cents or $1. Again, I just think this is another popular item right now because it's trending, it's aesthetically pleasing, it's small and convenient, and can fit in your pocket in small spaces, so I get it, but I'm not going to be owning that. A smartwatch. So I've never owned a smartwatch. I did have a Fitbit for quite some time, and then once it just died down, I never repurchased it or bought another one. I didn't feel the need to buy a Fitbit, but I know a lot of people love their Fitbits and their smartwatches and they use them all the time, and personally for my lifestyle, I find that I don't need to own a smartwatch. I don't own an Echo or an Alexa. A lot of people have these in their homes, and I think it's great if they work for you and that they're convenient for you. But for me personally, I don't need one. I've never felt the need to go purchase one, and I've been living fine without an Echo or Alexa. I don't own an O-Cedar Spin Mop. This is also a very popular product over on the cleaning side of TikTok and also on YouTube. I've seen a lot of creators with the O-Cedar Spin Mop. And while I have had it on my wish list for a while, I never just hit the button to buy it because I found that I just don't need it. I currently own 2 things to clean my floors, and that is my Dyson V6 vacuum, I believe, and a Shark steam mop. So those 2 things were great for my floors. I have been curious to try out the O-Cedar Spin Mop. For those of you guys that have the O-Cedar Spin Mop, I'm sure you guys love it. It's not that I won't love it, it's just that I don't need it. I already have something that works great for my floors, and if in the future one of them doesn't work out for me anymore for whatever reason, I might consider buying the Spin Mop, but I don't have that right now. Another popular product that I've been seeing lately is a Heatless curling wand, and I think it's kind of like a headband as well. I'm not sure how it works, but you wrap your hair around it and then you kind of like put it over your head like this. I'm not 100% sure. I have seen a lot of people using that right now, and it's something that I don't have. If for some reason I want some wavy or some textured hair of some sort, all I do is just take a shower, get my hair wet, and then apply some curling product, and that's if I really want to have curly wavy hair, which doesn't really happen. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to my hair. I don't know if you guys have noticed from my videos. I don't really style my hair or do anything to it. I don't buy anything pink, so if you guys are not familiar with the pink tax, look it up. Basically, it's a real thing where a lot of retail things, goods and services that are pink will be a little bit more pricey than traditional items that are not pink. So this essentially adds up for women who are typically the ones buying more pink stuff. They end up paying more just because of that color, whereas men, on the other hand, for example, razors, women will buy pink ones and they'll be a little bit more pricier than traditional razors that men will buy. So luckily, pink is not my favorite color, so I really don't get attracted to anything pink, but I also just make sure I do avoid it when I'm shopping in stores. I try to just keep that in the back of my mind that if I do see something, anything that is pink, I try to avoid it. A cable box management system. So I'm sure you guys have seen these in organizing videos, and I actually did try out a cable box management where you just have this box here and you put all your cords to hide so that they are not all over the place and making your space look cluttered. And I did try one out and it just didn't work for me. I'm not exactly sure why. It just was not working for me and the space that I was using it in, so I decided to return that and not use it. So a cable box management system does not work for me. Maybe it works for you. You have tons of cords and they all just stay together in there, but for me it just didn't work, so I don't own one. I don't own an Octopus Plushie. I'm not sure you guys know what this is. I'll probably insert a photo here. It's very popular. I see it all over TikTok and Instagram, and even just walking down the street in people's cars. They put them on their dashboard and you just have a little octopus sitting there. It's super cute, but not something that I own. Coffee table books. So this is also something that I see in a lot of home decor videos. A lot of people like to use coffee table books to style their tables, their consoles, whatever it may be. And although I do admit that it looks pretty, I don't have any and I don't own any. So I think that my decor is fine without a coffee table book, and I don't need to go purchase a coffee table book. I've seen some on Amazon and they're pretty pricey. They're pretty thick books with lots of pages and they look great as decor pieces, but for me, I don't own any. I don't own any specialized kitchen gadgets, so this can be a pineapple corer, a veggie chopper, just certain things like that I don't own. I just use the traditional method for chopping up my veggies, just using knives. And to me, not all of them seem gimmicky to me. Some of them do, some of them don't. And I see a lot of people that do own things like a vegetable chopper and stuff like that, that they really do love it and enjoy using it. And if that makes cooking and chopping things up fun for you, then by all means buy it. But for me personally, it's not something that I need. I don't buy any soda. I don't buy soda for my home, for when I go out to restaurants. I have not had any soda in, I lost track of time, but it's definitely been over 3-4 years, maybe 5. I'm not 100% sure. And it wasn't because of a health reason or anything. It was more of like, I realized how much sugar is in it, and it's a lot, and it's not very healthy to have soda, and I was consuming it a lot back when I was younger, and I just one day decided to cut it out and I've never looked back. Any desserts? I am, for one, just not a big sweets person. I'm more of a salty person, so this one's kind of easy. But I mean, for like my birthday or special occasions, I may indulge in some desserts, but normally I will not have any cookies or anything of that sort in my home. Portable blender. I've seen this, again, a popular product that I've seen trending, where people will just have their portable blenders to make their smoothies and stuff like that. And I have a Vitamix, and that's definitely not portable or small or easy to travel with at all, but I don't need to have a personal portable blender. My Vitamix is great. It was great quality. It's a great investment, and it's something that I always use whenever I need to blend anything, and I just don't find a need for a portable blender. Ziploc and plastic baggies. So I do have some right now, but that's because I've just been trying to get rid of them all and try to use them up as much as I can, since I don't want to let them go to waste. But I do not buy any Ziploc bags. I will use reusable Ziploc bags, and you will find that also in my Amazon store, and I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to check out the products that I do have. I will always have links down below where you can check out my Amazon storefront, which has all of my favorite products. A Cricut machine is something that I've seen a lot of people have as well, and I did go through a phase of, you know, maybe I should get one, but I never did. I feel like if I did have one, I wouldn't use it as much. Maybe just for a couple projects, but not something that I need to have, so I don't own one. Specialized cleaning products. I have not bought any specialized cleaning products in a long time. For my all-purpose cleaner, I just make my own recipe that I just find on Google. You can find tons of chemical-free, non-toxic solutions online that you can make yourself, and that's basically what I do. So the main ingredients that I use for my cleaning products are dish soap, water, white vinegar, and essential oils. Nail polish is another one. I have not bought any nail polish in a long time. I've decluttered most of them. I think I'm down to like 2 or 3 bottles maybe of the top colors that I do like to use, but normally I am pretty bare with my nails. If I do have my nails done, that's probably because my mom did my nails. My mom is actually kind of like a nail tech. She likes to do nails for fun as a hobby, so sometimes she'll practice doing her nails on me. So if you ever see me with fancy nails, that's probably where they came from. But me personally, I don't own any new nail polish, and I'm not going to buy any either. Phone cases. A lot of people like to have different phone cases and different styles, but I've been using the same one for a long time. I've talked about this in other videos too, but yeah, this is my one and only phone case. It might be a little bit dirty on the sides. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just been obviously used, and I don't know. I don't really want to have various phone cases. I just like to stick to one. Excessive dog toys. So this one's a little bit hard for me to not own because I have my dog that I love so much, and I see so many cute toys whenever I'm at the stores and whatnot, and I find it difficult sometimes to be like, she does not need any toys, she doesn't care. Right now she has about 3 toys and she plays with them all, and I don't think it's necessary to have excessive amount of dog toys. One thing that I do to make it seem like her toys are new is I rotate them. So I'll have her play with one toy during the week and then switch it out for another one and another one. So that's just my tip if you have any pets. Camera equipment is another one. I have been using this Canon G7X camera for several years. I think I have a video on my channel where I did a whole unboxing of this camera. I think it's in 2017 or 2018 when I bought it. Before this, I just would film my YouTube videos on my iPhone, and then I upgraded to this, and that's all I've been using. It still works, and I just don't find I need to get one of those fancy cameras that a lot of content creators here on YouTube have. I'm pretty frugal and just trying to use what I have, and this is it. Dish towels. I do not have any specific dish towels. I do have hand towels that I like to hang in the kitchen for whenever I'm cooking or drying my hands and stuff, but I don't have any specific dish towels. Expensive furniture is another one. I think all of my furniture now that I have is all secondhand. I don't own any expensive furniture. I've never bought any expensive furniture. I think the only thing that I ever bought was my entertainment center, my TV console in the living room, and that was years ago. But even then, I think it was only like $100 or something off of Walmart, so I don't have any expensive furniture. Purses. I've had the same purses for years and they still work. None of them are, you know, falling apart or anything. If they were, I would definitely replace them, but I try to take good care of my things so they last a long time, and I don't have different purses to go with different outfits or things like that. So I only have my little minimal collection of purses. Suitcases, I have one suitcase and it's a carry-on. Whenever I travel, I do my best to pack as minimally as possible. I don't like to pay for luggage fees, and if you have to have a check bag, usually that can run anything from $30 and higher, and I just try to avoid that. So I only own a carry-on that I got gifted as a present a few years ago, and that's all I have. Reusable grocery bags, I don't buy any of those when I'm at the store. I always make sure to bring my own. Usually if you're at the checkout and you don't have any bags, they will ask you if you want to buy one for like 10 cents, but I would just much rather bring my own reusable bags. That way I don't have like a million bags sitting in my kitchen, and also just saving 10 cents a bag. I don't own any new blankets. All the blankets that I've had for a long time, and again, I love blankets, but I don't feel the need to purchase new ones. If they are still soft and keeping me warm, I feel like that's enough, so I don't buy any new blankets. Throw pillows, I only have 2 throw pillows on my couch, and I find that's enough. I don't need to have different throw pillows for different seasons and changing things up here and there. I know a lot of people love throw pillows, but for me it's just not something that I really care about. I'd rather spend my money somewhere else than throw pillows. New makeup, I have not bought any new makeup since last year on my birthday. I bought, I think it was just like eyeliner. I don't own anything Kylie Jenner cosmetics, any Fenty Beauty, nothing from popular people like that. So I'm actually still working through my little small collection of makeup that I have. Of course, trying to make sure that it's not expired and just using up what I can before I buy anything new. But even then, I still don't wear a ton of makeup anymore, so it's not something that I buy. I don't own an electric makeup brush cleaner. I see a lot of people have these also on TikTok, that have those little machines that clean your brushes for you, and even though it's pretty neat, it's not something that I need. I can just hand wash my brushes if I need to. I don't own a beauty blender. I used to have foundation and concealer and all the products that I would need to use a beauty blender for, but I actually don't own a beauty blender anymore. If I do want to apply any sort of product on my face, I'll just, you know, just use my fingers like this, and that does it for me. I don't have any hair accessories, so this includes bobby pins, hair clips, headbands, dryer sheets, and scent boosters are also 2 other things that I don't buy when it comes to laundry. I just don't find a need for them, and I never really have, so I'm not going to be going out and buying those things. A gym membership. I used to have a gym membership a long time ago, and I decided to cut that out of my budget for 2 reasons. 1, to save money, and 2 is to just make use of free sources. So my apartment comes with a small gym. It does not have everything that I need, but it still has enough to keep me fit and somewhere I can go when I want to work out. And when I don't feel like going to my gym at my apartment complex, I just put on a free YouTube video. Video games, I don't own any video games. And this is not because I'm anti-games or anything like that. I just personally don't have the time to be sitting around and playing video games, even though I wish I did sometimes. Scarves and belts I don't own anymore. I was holding on to a couple scarves and a belt recently, and I just got rid of them because I don't even remember the last time I used it. I was just keeping them just in case I needed it, and that just in case day never came, so I thought it was okay to let go. Pencils and highlighters. I'm still trying to work through this small collection I have of highlighters and pens and pencils, and I just find that I don't need any pencils. I hardly write in pencils, and when I do need to write something, I just like to write with pen. And when it comes to highlighters, I still occasionally use them, so I still have a couple that I like to use, but I don't need to go out and buy any. Those are the 40 things that I don't own or buy as a minimalist. Just because I don't buy or own these things and you do, this is not to throw shade on you or anybody. This is just what works for me and how I live without these items. And maybe it'll inspire you to not impulse buy some of the things on this list. Let me know down in the comments below things that you don't own or buy anymore. I would love to know. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.